Have you ever walked into a room and felt an immediate sense of peace? Or perhaps you've encountered someone new and felt an instant connection, as if you've known them forever. These experiences, often attributed to vibes, are more than just feelings. They're tangible evidence of a profound truth. Everything in the universe vibrates with its own unique frequency. Quantum physics, the study of the universe at its smallest level, reveals that everything we perceive as solid is actually in a constant state of motion. Atoms, the building blocks of matter, are not tiny static spheres. They're more like miniature solar systems, with electrons whirling around a nucleus at incredible speeds. This constant motion creates a vibration, a frequency that is unique to each atom and, by extension, to every object in the universe. Imagine for a moment the vastness of space and then shrink it down to the scale of an atom. Within this minuscule realm, particles behave in ways that defy our everyday understanding. Electrons, for instance, don't just orbit the nucleus in neat, predictable paths. Instead, they exist in a cloud of probabilities, appearing and disappearing in different locations around the nucleus. This phenomenon is known as wave-particle duality, where particles like electrons exhibit both wave-like and particle-like properties. One of the most intriguing aspects of quantum physics is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. This principle states that it's impossible to know both the exact position and the exact momentum of a particle at the same time. The more precisely we know one, the less precisely we can know the other. This inherent uncertainty is not due to any flaws in our measurement tools, but rather a fundamental property of the quantum world itself. Another fascinating concept is quantum entanglement. When two particles become entangled, their states become linked, so that the state of one particle instantly influences the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. This spooky action at a distance, as Einstein called it, challenges our traditional notions of space and time, suggesting that the universe is far more interconnected than we ever imagined. Quantum physics also opens the door to theories that attempt to unify all fundamental forces of nature. One such theory is string theory, which posits that the fundamental particles we observe are not point-like dots, but rather tiny vibrating strings. The different modes of vibration of these strings correspond to different particles. This idea, though still theoretical, offers a tantalizing glimpse into the possible underlying structure of the universe. At the heart of quantum physics is the concept of the quantum field. Unlike the classical idea of empty space, the quantum field is a seething, dynamic entity filled with fluctuations and virtual particles popping in and out of existence. These fields permeate the entire universe, and their interactions give rise to the particles and forces we observe. The principles of quantum physics are not just theoretical, they have practical applications as well. Quantum computing, for example, leverages the strange properties of quantum bits, or qubits, to perform calculations at speeds unimaginable with classical computers. This technology has the potential to revolutionize fields ranging from cryptography to material science. Quantum sensors are another exciting application. These devices can detect minute changes in physical quantities like magnetic fields, temperature, and pressure with unprecedented precision. Such sensors could lead to breakthroughs in medical imaging, navigation, and even the detection of gravitational waves. Finally, the concept of quantum networks promises to transform the way we communicate. By using entangled particles to transmit information, quantum networks could enable ultra-secure communication channels, immune to eavesdropping. This could have profound implications for cybersecurity and data privacy in the digital age. In conclusion, quantum physics reveals a universe that is far more dynamic and interconnected than our everyday experiences suggest. From the tiniest particles to the vastness of space, everything is in a state of constant motion and vibration. This understanding not only deepens our appreciation of the natural world, but also paves the way for technological advancements that could reshape our future. Think of a musical instrument like a tuning fork. When struck, it vibrates at a specific frequency, producing a specific tone. The note A, for example, vibrates at 440 Hz. This vibration doesn't just exist in isolation. It resonates outward, influencing the surrounding air molecules and even other nearby tuning forks. Similarly, everything around us, from the chair you're sitting on to the stars in the night sky, is vibrating and emitting its own unique frequency. Musical instruments are fascinating because they provide a tangible way to observe and understand the concept of frequency and vibration. Take a guitar string, for instance. When you pluck it, the string vibrates back and forth rapidly. This vibration creates sound waves that travel through the air to your ears, allowing you to hear the note. The pitch of the note depends on the frequency of the vibration. Higher frequencies produce higher-pitched notes, while lower frequencies produce lower-pitched notes. Now, consider a piano. When you press a key, a hammer inside the piano strikes a string, causing it to vibrate. Each string is tuned to a specific frequency, and the combination of these frequencies creates the rich, harmonious sound of the piano. The same principle applies to other instruments like violins, flutes, and even drums. Each instrument has its own unique way of producing and manipulating vibrations to create music. In an orchestra, you can see and hear a wide variety of instruments, each contributing its own distinct frequencies to the overall sound. The strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion sections all work together to create a complex tapestry of sound. The conductor guides the musicians, ensuring that their individual vibrations blend harmoniously. This collaboration of frequencies is what makes orchestral music so powerful and moving. But it's not just musical instruments that vibrate and produce frequencies. Everyday objects around us do too. When you tap your foot to the beat of a song, you're creating vibrations that travel through the floor. Even the human body has its own natural frequencies. Our vocal cords, for example, vibrate to produce speech and singing. These vibrations are essential to communication and expression. On a grander scale, the universe itself is full of vibrations. The stars in the night sky, the planets in our solar system, and even the galaxies beyond are all in constant motion, emitting their own unique frequencies. Scientists study these cosmic vibrations to learn more about the nature of the universe and our place within it. It's a reminder that we are all connected through the fundamental principle of vibration. Understanding the concept of frequency and vibration can also have a profound impact on our well-being. Practices like meditation and mindfulness often focus on tuning into our own natural frequencies. By becoming more aware of the vibrations within and around us, we can achieve a greater sense of harmony and balance in our lives. It's a powerful reminder that everything in the universe, from the smallest atom to the largest star, is interconnected through the language of vibration. Just as musical tones can harmonize or clash, so too can the frequencies of our thoughts, emotions, and even the words we speak. When we feel joy, love, or gratitude, our energy vibrates at a higher frequency. These positive emotions radiate outward, creating a ripple effect that can uplift those around us. Conversely, negative emotions like anger, fear, and resentment vibrate at a lower frequency, creating a sense of heaviness or discord. Imagine walking into a room where an orchestra is playing a beautiful symphony. The harmonious blend of instruments creates a sense of peace and joy, lifting your spirits and filling you with a sense of well-being. This is similar to how positive emotions work. When we experience feelings of happiness, love, or gratitude, our energy resonates at a higher frequency, much like the harmonious notes of a well-played symphony. These high-frequency emotions not only make us feel good, but also have the power to influence those around us positively. They can create an atmosphere of warmth and connection, making interactions more pleasant and meaningful. On the other hand, Think about a time when you walked into a room filled with tension and negativity. The air feels thick, and you might even feel a sense of unease or discomfort. This is akin to the dissonance in music, where clashing notes create a sense of disharmony. Negative emotions like anger, fear, and resentment vibrate at lower frequencies, much like these discordant notes. They can create a heavy, oppressive atmosphere that affects not only our mood, but also the mood of those around us. These low-frequency emotions can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a general sense of unease. It's fascinating to consider that our emotions have such a profound impact on our environment and the people we interact with. By being mindful of our emotional state and striving to cultivate positive feelings, we can create a more harmonious and uplifting atmosphere. This doesn't mean we should ignore or suppress negative emotions, but rather acknowledge them and find healthy ways to process and release them. In doing so, we can maintain a higher vibrational frequency and contribute to a more positive and harmonious world. In essence, just as musicians tune their instruments to create beautiful music, we can tune our emotions to create a more harmonious life. By focusing on positive emotions and finding ways to elevate our mood, we can enhance our well-being and positively influence those around us. So the next time you find yourself feeling down, remember that you have the power to change your frequency and create a ripple effect of positivity. We've all experienced this firsthand. We can sense the positive energy of a joyful gathering or the somber atmosphere of a place touched by grief. We can feel the warmth of a genuine smile or the coldness of a judgmental stare. These are not just subjective experiences, they're our innate ability to perceive and interpret the subtle energy frequencies emitted by others. This understanding empowers us to become conscious creators of our reality. By becoming aware of our own vibrational state, we can choose thoughts, words, and actions that resonate with love, compassion, and joy. Just as a musician fine-tunes their instrument to create beautiful music, we can fine-tune our own frequencies to create a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Consider the vastness of the cosmos. Stars, planets, even entire galaxies, each vibrate with their own unique frequencies, contributing to the grand symphony of the universe. Ancient cultures understood this interconnectedness, mapping the movements of celestial bodies and recognizing their influence on human affairs. Just as the moon's gravitational pull affects the tides, the subtle energies of stars and constellations can influence our moods, relationships, and even our destiny. As we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember this fundamental truth. We are all vibrational beings, interconnected by an invisible web of energy. By becoming conscious of the frequencies we emit, we can create a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond ourselves, touching the lives of others and contributing to a more harmonious and loving world. The choice is ours. What will you choose to radiate today?